Welcome to another edition of Steven's Sunday Spiel. That's right, Steven's Sunday Spiel. And let's face it, what topic could I possibly discuss this week that has been the hotbed of discussion other than this whole idea of free speech? What can we say? What can't we say? It just boggles my mind that people think they can't say what they want to say without some consequences, without some reasoning, some actions behind it. I mean, let's face it, you could pretty much say what you do want to say. And then, like I said, you have to deal with the results. This all stems from the idea that, Twitter has got rid of, certain accounts. Donald Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, just to name two. I don't know who else, because let's face it, I pretty much I check up on what some, nutties are doing on the right-hand side of things, because let's face it, they are nuts. Especially someone like Lauren Boebert. Some of the things she says just makes you realize you're not having your rights infringed upon. And the big story was Elon Musk trying to buy out Twitter, not accepting a seat on the board of directors, instead flat out trying to buy it at, I think it was like $54 a share. And Twitter pulling, a poison pill, they called it, and, denying it. Because let's face it, people on the right now have moved on from indoctrination of kids and are back on they can't say what they want to say. And for me, I'm just leery of what the heck do you want to say that you're not already saying? Lauren Boebert, for example, talking about the Jihad Squad and talking about Oman, the representative from Minnesota, and saying, oh, well, at least she didn't have a book bag or backpack, so I was safe on an elevator with her. Who says those type of things? And, just kind of gets by with it. So, I'm sorry, there is the freedom of speech. You're not having your rights infringed upon. You're still saying ridiculously statements like you've always done, so just get off it. Elon Musk supposedly has a plan B. We'll see what that is. And, they think he's their new Lord and Savior. Like, he's gonna save freedom of speech, and he's gonna allow you to do whatever you want to say, whatever you want to say. Like, you're not already doing that. So, I got nothing more on it. I just think, the other avenue I was gonna go, though, for a second was holding people accountable for what they said in the past. Now, I do agree with people that holding them accountable for something 15, 10, 5 years ago, if there's no pattern that's showing of them talking that way or having those thoughts now, and they've apologized and everyone's moved on, that's fine. We're not going to cancel you or, try to hold it against you. But let's face it, some people have a pattern of, these things showing up every few months or every year or every couple years. That's something to kind of hold a person accountable for. So, do I want to, try to nitpick everything you've said, especially comedians? That's probably the biggest avenue. Where is that line for comedians? If you want to make a racist statement, can you just say, well, it was a joke, I was joking? I do think that's a very gray area. So, well, like I said, if you pull it out a couple times, maybe in a outside the box of a stand-up, okay, and you're not saying it again, you apologize, move on, then we can move on from that. But, it is a slippery slope, and, I think we do have to be held for what we said. That's part of life. You can't just say whatever the heck comes into your mind and hope that, there's no consequences. I mean, that's not life. If I work with kids, I hold them accountable for what they say. And I tell them later on in life it's going to be held accountable. But guess what? At times, people want to not be held for their words, or their actions, and just, do whatever they want. But that's not, that's not right. That's not the way the world should be. And, if we did watch what we say and worked on how we treated others, just think what the world would be. I know that's an idealistic, utopian idea, but hey, that's the world that we want to live in. So, other than that, I'd be curious to know what your thinking is on all this freedom of speech. What are your thoughts on holding people accountable for things they said? Like I've said as well, do we hold them to a higher standard, 5-10 years ago? A great comedian did bring up, the line is always changing. One week it might be this is the line, and then the line might move, and then you're holding that person. Now I do understand, that is hard to do. So yeah, just give me your thoughts on freedom of speech. Do you want to be able to say whatever you want to say, and what exactly do you want to say? So that's kind of where I was going with this, my Steven Sunday spiel. Of course, get in touch with me. Let me know your own thoughts on it. Follow me at StephenA1181. And also let me know if you think there's a topic I should spiel about. I think that'd be awesome. So definitely get in touch and talk to you guys next Sunday.